Good. Can I slide by you? What are you, triple? Oh, I never know. He's up. Joel, for the guitar. It's my father, but no, you're the only one who thought. Oh, they're very pretty. Yeah, I would love them.
I'm sure he has a he probably got it before, but I don't know.
Good evening. Welcome to class night for the class of 2021. It is wonderful to have an audience sitting out in front of us to enjoy this special evening of recognitions. This evening we are able to present scholarships through the generous donations from individuals, families, and organizations in the area. These support our graduates by recognizing their hard work over the past 4 years. On behalf of the students, their families, the staff and administration, I wish to thank each and every one of them for their continued generosity. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the first of two senior speakers this evening. I asked Ella if there was anything she wanted me to share about her this evening. She declined. I asked Mom if there was some dirt on Ella I could share this evening. But I promised Ella I wouldn't share anything that was too embarrassing. Biggest thing is, everything Mom had to say about Ella really highlighted the positive traits that we saw in Ella when she was here at school, just in different ways at home. By the way, Ella, like you, my sock drawers have to be just right. Whites in one drawer, blacks in the other. What Ella does is done with an eye to detail and an eye to ensure what is produced captures the essence of the project is intended to represent, such as our 2021 yearbook. Awesome job. And I haven't seen it, but I'm going to guess that our class of 2021 slideshow is as awesome. I asked Mrs. Anazuski, aka Crystal, to many in this class, what could I share based on her words used when she nominated Ella for Student of the Month in November. Ms. A quickly just said, just how kind she is. She's so kind regardless of the setting that she is in. Ella's quote of Maya Angelou in the yearbook reads, I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Clearly, this speaks to who Ella is as a person. What a wonderful quality to have. Many of you know Ella has a love for dance. And not surprisingly, as they are closely related, Ella is a mathematician. Ella will be attending the University of Maine at Orono, where she will further her studies in mathematics and dance. Please join me in welcoming to the lectern, top 10 student, Ella Mishu.
Hello. Like many of you, I have lived in Winthrop all my life. I was born here. I made my first friends here at the Bailey Public Library. I went to Wonder a while with many of you, and now we have completed high school here with all of you in the small town. At many schools, it is rare to know everyone that you graduate with, but here we all do. And now that we are here at the end of our high school journey, I feel as though I know every person in our grade. I could probably name a random fact about each person. I know that Bryce and Jack have earned their Eagle Scout badges, that Chase is an amazing welder, and that Jenna's artwork is incredible. I know that at Tyson's 9th birthday party, there was a giant cupcake cake in the shape of Mario's head, and that Colby ended up working on my brother's cutting board in wood class. It turned out worked, by the way. As many of you know, but for those who do not, I've been a dancer all my life. I started at Rising Sun Dance Studio with Miss Jen, where many of you went as well. But while most trickled off into the world of middle school and high school sports, dance became an even more integral part of my life. I sometimes would feel as though I was missing out on some of the connections that everyone was gaining in the fields or on the courts. When my home away from home closed after freshman year, I started taking dance classes in Auburn at the dance center. I was nervous that I would not fit in or I would not be up to their level. Thank God I had Madison by my side to share this new, scary experience with and grow closer as friends. Going over to the dance center was the best thing that could have happened to me. I gained new friends, grew stronger as a dancer, and became more confident in myself and who I wanted to be. I think these next few years will be something like my life the past couple of years. Whether it be college, the military, or the workforce, we will all be faced with new and scary challenges that will force us to be who we really want to be. Local stereotypes or feeling out of place will be replaced with newfound confidence. No matter how far apart we are, we will always have Winthrop in common. We are the only people who had Coach Holland as our freshman English teacher. We are the only people who had 3 principals in 4 years. Shout out to Mr. Campbell for sticking it out for 2 years. And we are the only 53 people who will graduate from Winthrop High School on June 6th, 2021. And as we step into our new lives and gain a lifetime of experiences, we will still have this small town to connect us all. Congratulations to you all, and I wish each and every one of you success in the years to come.
Good evening. I stand before you tonight as one of the proudest administrators of any high school in the state of Maine. I've watched most of you grow since you were toddlers to this point, and I couldn't be any happier for you as you've made it this far in your journey. Congratulations to you guys. Just one more round. At this time, it is my distinct honor to introduce one of the 2 senior speakers tonight. This outstanding young man has been a 2-year volunteer at the Bailey Library, so he could observe social behaviors and assess the community needs of Winthrop in his community. When the pandemic hit last year and the school was shut down, he and his sister filled the time by working at a local food pantry that he had previously worked at as a middle school. Why? Because as he stated in the paper, many of our current volunteers were older and vulnerable to COVID, so it was time for me to step in because now was a time most families needed food. They couldn't just stop, and the elderly couldn't put themselves at risk. When he had to return to school, he organized younger students to help pick up some of the hours that he couldn't cover, and he has been praised by the local leader of the organization in the food pantry, helping them in its time of need. For this, he received the United Way Norman Temple Award, which is recognized statewide as Volunteer of the Year. He was selected by Mr. Campbell to be on the first ever student leadership team last year during the pandemic, and has co-chaired the team through this year's obstacles as he helped develop the first ever Staff Recognition Award. He was also selected by the to be NHS president recently and has been vice president of his class for 4 years. He has also donated 3 years, yes there's more, of his time to the basketball team as a statistician, and as a captain of the soccer team, he donated Saturday mornings for 4 years to the K-6 youth program, helping them train in the sport of soccer. He is involved in the statewide astronomy club and outreach program to other schools for teen trials for the purpose of, and I quote, engaging other students to become the best possible person of themselves they can be right now. When I asked the staff here at the high school to consider him from Student of the Month, I asked this question: what 18-year-old actually thinks that way, or thinks that that is the right thing to do? And the answer was quite easy. They responded, Rowan does. Rowan plans to attend the Dartmouth University next year and major in astrophysics, where I have no doubt that he will be quite successful, and he has outlined a plan to return and help educate his community. Winthrop High School will certainly be a different place without this young man next year, and his calm, quiet presence certainly aids in the growth and sustainability of our culture here. Please join me in welcoming Rowan Goebel-Bain, son of Angela and Mike Goebel.
My Friends, we are done with high school. And I want to steal some of Mr. Group's thunder for a minute because I have a piece of advice for any underclassmen who may be in attendance through the Zoom. And that advice is, do not tear your ACL. Now, on a more serious note, we are a class of diverse ambitions, and that will certainly lead many unique lives. And I find solace in remembering that we come from the same place, and that is the Winthrop class of 2021. Though we take this moment to appreciate how far we've come in our academic journey and in our life, I see this moment as so much more of a beginning than an ending. Though it may be the end of much of our shared time together, it is only the start of how we will go off and shape our communities throughout our adult life. It is now that the world can benefit from our character that was developed throughout our years in the Winthrop system. I must say, I'm proud to be a Rambler. You see, 5 years ago, my family moved to Maine in search of the best and most respected school in the greater Augusta area. And we landed in Winthrop. And yet, I was not alone in making that choice. I feel that there is something special about this place that draws people in. What I found here is a tight-knit community, which was quickly evident. With our successful sports seasons and academic achievements over the past 4 years, I am happy to be a part of the body of students representing Winthrop High School. As we go off into the world, whether the next step is college, trade school, or the workforce, you will have the ability to make an impression on your new home and the people around you. Your contributions will shape these people and your community wherever you reside. You may end up volunteering, serving in the military, helping the environment, coaching, or teaching. Shout out to our amazing teachers, by the way. You may end up fighting for civil rights or something as simple as being a good neighbor. But whatever the case may be, the influence that you have on this world will be uniquely yours. The times are gone when you can look to the grown-ups to find solutions. We are the new generation of adults, and the sooner that we can recognize that we are absolutely in charge of our own path, the better. This is your life, and the earlier you realize taking the initiative is the way to success, the more freedoms you will find down the line. With a little bit of heart, you can do anything you set your mind to. Anything. And I believe that 200%. I would like to close with a quote from Horace Mann, and that is, "You should be ashamed to die until you have won some victory for humanity." On that mission, I hope you will join me. You made it. We made it. Now go change the world.
Thank you, Rowan, for your kind and inspiring words. At this time, we'll begin the recognition of the student academic excellence of the class of 2021. The first award is the Faculty Recognition Award, and it is given to a student who, through perseverance, has challenged themselves to grow and achieve. This year, the winner is Sam Fuller. Each year, as a principal, I get to nominate a student for the Maine Principals Award. The 2021 Maine Principal Award for Academic Excellence and Citizenship was awarded to Kerrigan Anazuski. It is with great pride that I present to you the top 10 students of the class of 2020. I would ask that you please stand. Kerrigan Anazuski, Hannah Dooley, Rowan Goebel-Bain, Noah Group, Dana Lesko, Ella Mishu, Nathan Miller, Madison Oberg, Abigail Ross, Jacob Smith. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be starting a new tradition here at Winthrop High School. We're going to use your senior pictures and display you proudly in the main foyer of the high school for the full academic year 21-22. Congratulations on a job well done. At this time, we would like to recognize the salutatorian, Jacob Murphy Smith, Jacob will be attending the Montana State University, majoring in neuroscience. Our valedictorian, Kerrigan Laurel Anazuski. Kerrigan will be attending Bates College as undeclared. At this time, I would ask Anna Burks to please join me down front. Anna was one of the first students I met in July of 2019 after assuming the principal position here at Winthrop High School. I had just sent out an email to all the students letting them know I would be working on help finalize their schedules for the coming school year. My intention was to work with the seniors down through the grades, but I received a request from Anna to meet with her to discuss her schedule. Well, thinking, how could I turn down the request? I mean, here we have someone who's really anxious, wants to get it done, really focused on her academics. Thinking, she's going to come in and want me to swap her English 10 class so that she can get into another, maybe a music class. Nope. She came in and she had a detailed plan to complete the rest of her graduation requirements to earn a high school diploma in 2 years. I looked at her plan. I understood what her ultimate goal was, and I also knew what she wanted to do after high school. Both illustrated a well thought out plan. I felt we could make it happen. However, in a small school, it did not take long when you try to fit all of those courses into one schedule, from a master's schedule where we have a lot of singletons in a lot of our honor classes. Because of the low number of students, we only have one class each. We ran into clump fillers. Anna wanted to know if there was any way we could get around it. I said, do you want to explore some college classes? And she took that challenge on. She not only finished that one that summer and did very well, she took it upon herself to find others to take. And over the last 2 years, has completed all the graduation requirements to earn her high school diploma in 3 years, earning more than 23 credits. Having done this at the level of academic success as she has, the Winthrop Public School Committee would like to present you with this plaque recognizing your accomplishments. Congratulations and our best wishes for you on your success in studies at UMO in the area of music. Congratulations, Anna. At this time, I would ask Mr. Sownton to come forward to present the athletic awards and scholarships.
Hello again. First, we're going to start with the Steve Warner Award. This is presented to a Winthrop High School senior football player who has demonstrated exemplary qualities on and off the field. He's emblematic of Steve Warner himself, and these qualities include sportsmanship, leadership, commitment, dedication, work ethic, and perseverance. This year's recipient is Ian Steele. The Stephanie Lunt Memorial Award is for outstanding sportsmanship and is given to a female athlete who has participated in at least one or more team sports. It need not to be varsity. And has shown outstanding sportsmanship. This year's recipient is Lindsay Letourneau. The Ray Convery Award for Outstanding Sportsmanship is awarded to a male student who has participated in at least one or more team sports, also not needing to be a varsity level sport, and shows outstanding sportsmanship on and off the playing field or court. This year's recipient is Noah Grube. The Mark L. Johnson Award is given to the student or students, not necessarily an athlete, who has given outstanding service to Winthrop High School and its athletic department. This year's recipients are Rowan Goebel-Bain and Josh Deanda Whaley. Winthrop High School awards plaques to the outstanding student athletes as voted on by the coaches. They have participated in 3 sports during their 4 years, and again is voted on by the coaches. This year's recipients are Gavin Perkins and Madison Ford. The Coaches Recognition Award is given to a Winthrop High School senior boy or girl or both for athletic ability, achievement, and dedication. These individuals are also someone who has not been recognized throughout the year. This year's recipients are Sam Fuller and Hannah Dooley. Bud Clough was a very prominent plumber in town, and in addition to that, he did a lot for our young men's sports, especially baseball. He coached the junior Legion team for many years and supported much of that along with other sports on his own money, and is also the grandfather of Katie Clough Perkins, mother of Cody Perkins, who graduated WHS last year. Bud was also a member of the American Legion, and his picture still hangs outside the grade school gym today. He has a local baseball field named after him. In honor of this, we created the Bud Clough Award. He is a community member that has supported Winthrop athletics and is in one form or another. And in honor of Bud this year, the recipients are, we'll start with the Bud Clough Athletic Memorial Scholarship, goes to Riley Frechette. The Bud Clough Vocational Memorial Scholarship was started in 1973. Bud was a plumber by trade, and this scholarship was started in his memory. This year's recipient is Devin Lee. Not able to attend tonight due to COVID restrictions, the Bud Clough Award is given to a community member or members for outstanding contributions to WHS in their athletics. And this year's recipients were the Schumann family. So I just wanted to make sure that you tuned in. Okay, moving on to some of the scholarships. This is the St. Andrew's Episcopalian Church Scholarship. This is from Miss Gail Dowdy. Congratulations, class of 2021. It's an exciting and special time for all. The St. Andrew's Episcopal Church Scholarship for the year, or class of 2021, goes to Hannah Dooley. We know your family is so very proud of you. Your academic record and participation in many school activities, especially helping young athletes in our community, is to be commended. Spreading your knowledge and being a good example and mentor to the young people here in Winthrop is so necessary. We wish you well as you pursue your desire to study criminal justice at Huston College. This scholarship is our contribution to you to help you achieve that goal. A couple of pointers for you and your class. You are all adults now, and you are in charge of yourself. Remember to watch out for yourself and your peers. Be smart in your decisions. Remember, one mistake can have terrible consequences. So be smart and safe. Congratulations. The Walter Taylor Memorial Scholarship is in memory of Mr. Taylor, who loved to run many, many times a week. He also ran a few marathons, and this scholarship is specifically for a student who loves to run. This year, the award goes to Teresa Siniak. From the Winthrop Sports Boosters. The qualifications for a booster scholarships are participation in at least one athletic team, demonstration of good sportsmanship, financial need, academic compatibility, not necessarily a top student, and of course having been an active participant or had parents that were participants with the boosters. Decisions are based on these criteria and essays that accompanies each application. This year we are honored to award the scholarships to Teresa Siniak, Brooklyn Gagnon, Jaden Gronin Stevens, Kerrigan Anazuski, Owen Foster, Rowan Goebel-Bain, Lindsay Letourneau, and Sam Fuller. The Mountain Valley Conference Scholarship is given to a student, male or female, that is deserving for on and off the, court or field, depending on their sportsmanship and outstanding community service. This year's winner is Madison Ford. Winthrop High School also awards trophies to the outstanding student athletes as voted on by the student body. This year, the student body chose Gavin Perkins and Madison Ford. The George F. Wilson Scholarship. Mr. Wilson's granddaughter started this scholarship in his memory. He was a Winthrop principal for 9 years. Following his career as a principal, he served on many school boards in Augusta and Winthrop. He attended every Winthrop sporting event, and he was once a professional baseball player for the Detroit Tigers and Boston Red Sox. He also believed in pursuing athletic goals that were set very high and always encouraged students to do so. This year's recipient is Hannah Dooley. It's also my privilege tonight to stand before you and present another scholarship in memoriam of someone that was like a son to me. Lee was a young man that had the gift of athleticism. He owns national records that still stand today and had the gift to apply his skills to any sports of his choosing. Most of the world saw this layer of Lee, but never really knew who he was. Lee was a kind, passionate young man that would stop on the side of the road to help change a tire or sign a ball for a fan. Kindness was not a word to Lee, it was a way of living. A daily act and a style he role modeled to all around him. In his honor, we look for these types of qualities each year in the graduating class here at Winthrop. This year, we have chosen a young man that quietly does his job on the playing field, leads by example when making decisions, and has overcome his own personal adversity. He's a man that will continue to excel in his work and will do so humbly. It is with great pleasure that I award this year's Lee Sandler Memorial Scholarship to Noah Dunn. Communities create scholarships and memoriam because they love the people they represent. People take the time to read about them. Please take the time to read about them because they do mean to something to somebody. Remember to thank them as they come forward to present tonight, as they help you with your future, as they remember those in the past. Saying that, I stand before you tonight for Kelsey's honor. And not my own. Excuse me. A diploma turned into a scholarship was not something any of us could have foreseen. However, in the spirit of Kelsey tonight, she lives on. I share this with you because selfishly, it's the only way that you will hear about her continued accomplishments, but also because tonight she gets to help someone else. The recipient of this scholarship was nominated by 2 staff members and then selected by a committee. The criteria that was used is as follows. A student who demonstrates citizenship, altruism, and respect. They are compassionate, honest, hardworking, diligent, and most importantly, kind-hearted. The receiver of this scholarship, much like Kelsey, is seen smiling all the time and is quick to ask about your day or how you are doing. These, however, are only a few qualities that help make up who she is. This young lady works endlessly at striving to get better at whatever she does, whether it is her grades or excelling at her future career. She has given over 100 hours of community service volunteering in a first grade classroom. She has traveled to Boston to help support Special Olympics and is very active in her church while assisting the school of which it is associated with. She does this all while juggling leadership roles in our building, excelling at dance, and inspiring all of those around her, including students with special needs. It comes as no surprise that her future job entails helping and educating people as a mathematics teacher. As she strives to assist others to get better, she has extended herself to our community and school and is someone who quietly leads by example. But most importantly, she is kind and thoughtful. She is a kind and thoughtful student who applies these values every day. Not just because she believes in them and it makes her feel better for doing so, which is not a bad reason, but because her intent is to spread these values and make this world a better place. It gives me a tremendous amount of pleasure to award this year's Kelsey Stoneton Memorial Scholarship in the amount of $2,000 on behalf of the Stoneton family to Ella Mishu. From the Bud Clough Award, it was felt by Winthrop coaches in the early 2000s that another award should be made in order to acknowledge other community members or businesses. One was just not enough. The idea of the Rambler Award was created with the theme of having some form of Rambler pride or expressing it through some form of support. In honor of the spirit of the Rambler, we award this mark of distinction to Sandy Steele. Tim LaValle is a 1963 Winthrop High School graduate. He was a member of the WHS ski team all 4 years, serving as a captain his senior year. He was also on the football team and served as a class president. Upon graduation, he attended Plymouth State University, where he continued his skiing career. The Winthrop staff desired to create an award worthy of Tim's legacy. This award is given to a community member who was given selflessly as a volunteer to Winthrop co- and extracurricular activities. Rambler Nation honors Tim and all those who receive this award not only for their service and dedication to the success of our student athletes, but also for their quality of character and high moral values. It is with great pleasure that I present the Tim LaValle Award to John Smith. At this time, moving on to scholarships and awards, is Mr. Campbell. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to present a number of scholarships for various community organizations. The Alfred W. Maxwell Jr. American Legion Post 40 Howard Harriman Scholarship. While Howard Harriman was an officer for the Legion, he established this scholarship. He handed it out personally because he had a lot of respect for students. This year, the scholarship is awarded to Sidney Harrison. The Winthrop Education Association Scholarship is awarded to a graduate who is pursuing a degree in education. It is believed that the scholarship started in the mid-60s. Mrs. Cook, prior to her retirement, used to present this scholarship on a yearly basis. When asked why the association started the scholarship, Mrs. Cook's reply was, "We believe we need more good teachers." This year, the recipient is Sam Fuller. The Maine General Auxiliary Scholarship is awarded to Abigail Ross. The Germaine Auclair Memorial Scholarship is awarded to deserving seniors with a love for education and academic promise. This year, the award goes to Hannah Dooley and Lindsay Laterna. The Christopher Capera Scholarship Fund is awarded to Kerrigan Anazuski. Augusta Kiwanis Scholarships goes to a deserving student who has displayed community and school service with consideration given to students' academic achievement, character, and leadership capabilities. This year, the scholarship is awarded to Teresa Siniak. The Dana L. Childs Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a student seeking a degree in education. Dana was a fourth grade teacher for nearly 2 decades at Winthrop Grade School, encouraging students and instilling them in the confidence they needed to succeed. This year, the scholarship goes to Sam Fuller. The Eva King Bailey Foundation Fund Scholarship is given to a graduating senior who wishes to attend an institution of higher learning. This year we have 2 recipients. They are Rowan Goebel-Bain and Noah Groove. The Sandy Belden Memorial Scholarship. Walter Belden started this scholarship in the memory of his wife, who was a Winthrop graduate. The scholarship is awarded to a graduating senior pursuing a degree in a health career field. This year, the scholarship is awarded to Jacob Smith. Winthrop Area Federal Credit Union scholarships go to deserving graduates who are also members of the credit union. This year, the students are Bryce Smith, Devin Lee. Harry and Flora Mae Davis Memorial Scholarship. Money was given in February of 1995 to the Winthrop High School from the estate of Hollis B. Davis in the name of Harry C. Davis and Flora Mae Davis. The scholarship is awarded to a student that is worthy and deserving. This year, the scholarship is awarded to Ella Mishu. The Ron Cross Memorial Scholarship was created in August 1996 with donations made in Mr. Cross's memory, as requested by his family upon his death. In 1990, Mr. Cross was the artist in residence at Winthrop High School and spearheaded the creation of the Reflections from Nature sculpture, which now sits in front of Winthrop Grade School. This year, the scholarship is awarded to Jackson West. The Winthrop Rotary Frank Anatucci Scholarship is awarded to Landon Huff. The Winthrop Rotary Club Scholarship was created in the late 1980s. Preference is given to someone who does a lot of community service. This year's 2 scholarships are awarded to Ella Mishu and Kerrigan Anazuski. The P. Daniel Coyne Scholarships are awarded to students who have exhibited evidence of personal growth. This year, the scholarships go to Josh Deanda Whaley and Teresa Siniak. The Stanley Kansi Memorial Scholarship was started in 1995 from the estate of Stanley Kansi. He was a graduate of Winthrop High School and appreciated the education he was provided. Mr. Kansi went on to serve in the U.S. Navy during World War II. This year, the scholarships are awarded to Dana Lesko, J.D. Gronin Stevens, Adam Hardy, Brooklyn Gagnon, Erica Taylor, Madison Ford, Fisher Parker, Lindsay Letourneau, Anna Dooley, and Madison Oberg. The Alice Whiting Scholarship was started upon her death in 1990. It is awarded to a deserving student to further his or her post-secondary education. This year, the recipient is Sam Fuller. The Helena Bissonette Siemens Memorial Scholarship. In 1992, money for the scholarship was bequeathed in the will of Laura S. Bissonette in the honor of her late sister-in-law, Helena Bissonette Siemens. This scholarship is awarded to a high school senior who has displayed outstanding qualities of personality and character. The student shall have maintained a high scholastic record, been a member of one or more school athletic teams, and contributed to the school and community's well-being. This scholarship is awarded to Lindsay Letourneau. Winthrop Lions Club Scholarship. The Lion Club fundraises for this scholarship every year through their golf tournaments and concession stands at athletic events. This year, there are 3 scholarships, and they are being awarded to Hannah Dooley, Ella Mishu, Jackson West. The Nellie M. Tuttle Memorial Valedictorian Scholarship. This award was started in March of 1974 from money from the estate of Nellie M. Tuttle. It is awarded in honor of the valedictorian graduating from Winthrop High School. This year, the award goes to Kerrigan Anazuski. The Maine Community College System established a scholarship to encourage students to further their education. This year, Maine Community College Embark Program Scholarship is awarded to Jenna Buzzell. The Melmac Education Foundation Tyler Grand Mason Scholarship is awarded to a senior who makes a difference in the lives of others, is a solid school citizen, and has made a positive contribution to the school environment. This year, the award is given to Hannah Dooley. The Martha Helen Williams Memorial Scholarship is awarded to seniors who have demonstrated an interest and talent in any form of the arts, music, or poetry. This year, the award goes to Madison Forg and Madison Oberg. The Marshall Hills Memorial Scholarship was started in September of 2000 by Joan Hills in memory of her late husband. Marshall was the town manager for Winthrop for many years. This scholarship is awarded to Owen Foster. The Dell Bissonette Memorial Scholarship is awarded to seniors who have displayed outstanding qualities of personality and character. One who has maintained a high scholastic record, been a member of one or more schools' athletic teams, and has contributed to the well-being of the school and community. This year, the award goes to Kerrigan Anazuski. The Stephen Lincoln Memorial Scholarship is to honor Stephen Lincoln, who died in a tragic car accident at the age of 29. The scholarship was started by the Winthrop Fire Department, Ambulance Service, and the Lincoln family. The scholarship is funded through donations and fundraisers. Stephen was active in his community, working as a firefighter and an EMT. He was enrolled in a paramedic course at the time of his passing. The scholarship is awarded to a graduate entering the medical field, fire science, or other related fields. Stephen's motto was, "Live life to the fullest." This year, the scholarship goes to Abigail Ross. On July 3, 1990, Charlene Goodman decided to start a scholarship in memory of one of her good classmates, Charlie Rollins. This scholarship is given every year to a graduating senior. The Charlie Rollins Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Landon Huff. The Carol Norcross Willette Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Fisher Parker. The Pamela Webb Scholarship. Pamela Webb disappeared from Interstate 95 in June 1989. This scholarship was created that same year in her memory. She was a very bright, compassionate young lady, and this year the Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Erica Taylor. Thomas Calcagney Memorial Scholarship has been awarded annually since 1977 by Ralph and Maureen Calcagney. Thomas was a self-educated, hard-working Italian immigrant who overcame a myriad of obstacles to bring his wife to this country in the early 1900s, sneaking out of Italy so he would not have to serve in dictator Mussolini's army. This year, the deserving recipients are Fisher Parker and Devin Lee. Plus, it doesn't help Mr. Staunton when I read them out of order. The Jeanette Cumber Memorial Scholarship is awarded to a student pursuing further education and who has a love of music. This year, the scholarship is awarded to Kerrigan Anazuski. In 1985, Donald Cadwell started this scholarship in honor of his wife, who passed away as a result of an automobile accident. She wanted to be a nurse, but was unable to pursue her dream because she lacked financial resources. Donald created this scholarship to help a student who plans to continue his or her education in the field of nursing. The Avis Adams Cadwell Memorial Scholarship is awarded to Madison Oberg. th Alabama Infantry Regiment Division, a Civil War reenactment group that often includes Maine military groups, provides this donation as a way of thanking Winthrop High School for allowing them to use their grounds, our grounds, for their parade marches. This year, the award goes to Sydney Harrison. The Maine Council for Elder Abuse Prevention and the GFWC Maine Foundation of Women's Clubs jointly sponsored a statewide scholarship essay focused on raising awareness of elder abuse in Maine. The Kennebec County Award goes to Kerrigan Anazuski. The Kennebec Behavioral Health Scholarship is awarded to Jacob Smith. The Philip, David, and Stephen Kelly Maine Community Foundation Scholarship. The friends and family of David, Philip, Stephen Kelly established this scholarship to help graduates who are pursuing a vocational or community college degree. This year, the scholarship goes to Tristan Farnham. The Marie and Donald Stone Memorial Scholarship. Donald Stone was born in New Jersey, but due to his father's ill health, the family moved to Winthrop, where Donald graduated from high school in 1950. After serving in the U.S. Air Force, he learned to be a stonemason from his father and helped build now what is known as Winthrop Grammar School. Marie Florrie Stone lived her whole life in Winthrop and graduated from Winthrop High School. She taught school for many years and dedicated her life to improving education and is credited with starting the Winthrop Adult Education Program. This scholarship is awarded to LMSU and Rowan Goebel-Bain. Chevrolet Business and Automotive Scholarships. Charlie Chevrolet of Winthrop started this scholarship in 2014 to help support deserving Winthrop graduates as they pursue their dreams. Charlie's of Winthrop believes in supporting and investing in Winthrop community in many fashions. This year, the awards go to Brooklyn Gagnon and Owen Foster. The Helen A. Griffin Scholarship was started by her family in the memory of her. Helen was a caring individual and a member of Winthrop Public Schools faculty. She loved children and is remembered for her wonderful hugs. This year, the scholarship is awarded to Sam Fuller. The Ramsdale Memorial Scholarship was established to support graduating students from Reedfield and Winthrop. This scholarship is awarded to students who are active in their faith and community and in going on to higher education. This year, the scholarship is awarded to Rowan Goebel-Bain. The RLC Scholarship was started in 2009 by Rick Conant, who had 3 children go through Winthrop Public Schools. Mr. Conant put money into a scholarship for graduating seniors. This year, the award goes to Logan Huff. The Senator George J. Mitchell Scholarship Research Institute awards scholarships each year to graduating seniors from every community in Maine. This year, there were nearly 1,300 applications from across the state, resulting in a highly competitive selection process. The scholarship award amount for each of these students is $10,000. In addition to the financial support, the Mitchell Scholarship recipients are eligible to participate in an array of personal, leadership, and career development programs offered throughout their college and time in college. Please join me in congratulating this year's Mitchell Scholar from Winthrop High School, Madison Oberg. Congratulations to all of our students who have been recognized this evening. And again, I wish to thank all the individuals, the families, and organizations in our area who support our students through their generous donation. Thank you very much, folks. At this time, I would like to acknowledge something additionally special about this graduating class. And I warned them to be ready to do some math before they got here. I go through every transcript, as you will be hearing me tell about this on Sunday. This time I was astonished by the number of students leaving Winthrop High School with college credits in hands, or the potential for college credits due to their AP scores. Even more to be proud of this is the number of college credits earned by the students. This is something to consider when the average cost per course can go anywhere from $400 to $2,000 depending on where they go to further their studies. So at this time, I'm going to ask everybody who has completed one or more college level class or has earned a 3 or higher on an AP test to please stand. Those with 3 or more, either college courses completed or AP scores of 3 or greater, would you please remain standing? The rest, please be seated. How about 4? Okay, you're looking at a good solid number of students from this class who basically have a complete semester under their belt. Just going to go up further because I'm not sure exactly how far this goes. 6 or more. 8 or more? That's what I thought. Mr. Huff is back there. That's 2 semesters. That is awesome. Congratulations to all of you. I want to thank everybody for coming in tonight. Before we leave, we're going to ask the seniors actually to exit the stage and head out back to the seats in the back, and we're going to lower the screen and show Ella's slideshow one more time. Thank you.
So sweet. Password problem. I'll run in to find out.
What you drinking? Rum or whiskey? Now won't you have a double with me? I'm sorry I'm a little late. I got your message by the way. I'm calling in sick today, so let's go round for old time's sake. I'll never forget you. Said we never make it now. Sweet joy, always remember me. We were rest of our lives. I don't know where I'm going. These dreams are all I'm holding. Take me down any road. I'm dancing in the dawn of the unknown. Don't know if I will make it. Maybe I should be anxious. No matter where I go, I'm dancing in the dawn of the unknown. It's the start of the rest of our lives. I don't know where I'm going. These dreams are all I'm holding. Take me down any road. I'm dancing in the dawn of the unknown. Don't know if I will make it. Maybe I should be anxious. No matter where I go, I'm dancing in the dawn of the unknown.
Sunday.
So you just have flowers.
She's probably not. I know they're sweet.